It was a Tuesday. I remember because Tuesdays were supposed to be my workout days. The one slot in the week I'd blocked off, defended like it was a work meeting, actually written in the calendar with a little dumbbell emoji next to it. And then my youngest got sent home from school with a fever. My oldest decided that exact morning was the perfect time to learn how to argue about everything. And by 9 a.m., I was standing in my kitchen in my workout clothes I had put on with genuine optimism, eating cold toast over the sink while refereeing a dispute about whose turn it was to hold the TV remote. The workout didn't happen that Tuesday, or Wednesday, or really, if I'm honest, for the next 6 weeks. And I want to be real with you for a second, because I think you came to this video for more than just a list of exercises. The hardest part of being a parent who wants to stay fit isn't finding the right program. It isn't motivation. It isn't even time, not really. It's the relentless, daily collision between who you were before kids, someone who had plans and kept them, and who you are now, someone who loves these little people more than anything and also cannot finish a single thought without being interrupted. That collision is exhausting, and somewhere in the middle of it, your body, your energy, your sense of self, that stuff gets quietly shelved. Today, we're taking it back. Not with a 60-minute program, not with equipment you don't own, not with a routine that requires silence, a mat, and a locked door. I'm going to give you a 10-minute circuit you can do with kids in the room, around your feet, on your back, narrating everything you're doing in a voice that sounds like a nature documentary, because that's real life, and real life deserves real solutions. Stay all the way through this video, because at the end, I'm going to tell you about the one scheduling shift that busy parents make that doubles workout consistency without adding a single extra minute to your day. It sounds too simple, but the research on it is actually wild. And before we get into this, if you're watching this and thinking this person gets it, hit subscribe right now and turn on notifications. I make content specifically for weight loss and those who are trying to stay healthy in the middle of chaos, and you need this in your feed every single week. Go on, subscribe. Let's talk about why 10 minutes actually works. Because I know part of your brain is already calculating whether this is worth doing. 10 minutes feels like a consolation prize, like the workout equivalent of eating 4 bites of a salad and calling it lunch. But here's what the exercise science actually says. Consistent, moderate intensity movement, performed in short bouts throughout the week, produces nearly identical cardiovascular and metabolic adaptations compared to longer sessions, as long as intensity is sufficient and frequency is maintained. The American College of Sports Medicine has supported accumulated exercise bouts for years. The idea that it only counts if it's 45 minutes straight is a fitness industry myth that has kept millions of busy people doing nothing instead of something. 10 minutes, done 3 or 4 times a week, is not a compromise. It is a strategy. It keeps the habit alive. It keeps your body moving. It keeps the door open for longer sessions on days they happen to appear, which they will eventually, because nothing in parenthood is permanent, including the chaos. So let's build the 10 minutes, 6 movements, roughly 90 seconds each, with minimal rest, all body weight, all doable in about 6 feet of floor space, all completely survivable if a toddler climbs on you mid-rep, because I've designed them that way on purpose. If you want a free printable version of this circuit, something you can stick on the fridge or save to your phone, drop the word parent in the comments right now. I'll make sure you get access. Seriously, leave it right now so you don't forget. Movement 1. The march in place with arm drive. Start standing. March in place. Big, deliberate knee lifts. Thighs coming up toward hip height, arms swinging in opposition, like you're actually going somewhere important. Which you are. You're going toward being a person who took care of themselves today, and that counts. Do this for 90 seconds without stopping. Here's why this is the opener and not just a warm-up filler. Marching with arm drive elevates heart rate without any impact on the joints, warms up the hip flexors, activates the glutes on the drive-down phase, and gets blood moving to the brain. For parents who went from horizontal to vertical in approximately 0.4 seconds this morning because someone needed something, this is your body's transition from survival mode to movement mode. It also has an important side effect if your kids are watching. They will almost certainly start marching too, which means you have company. Sure, the energy in the room shifts from frenetic to playful, and you've accidentally turned exercise into something that looks fun rather than something that looks like a parent disappearing behind a closed door. That matters more than you might think for building a long-term relationship between your kids and movement. 90 seconds. Knees up, arms driving. Breathe through your nose if you can. Movement 2. Push-up, your version. Get to the floor. Hands just wider than shoulder width. Body in a straight line from head to heels. Or head to knees if you're modifying, which is a completely legitimate choice, and not the easy version, just a different lever length. Lower your chest toward the floor. Press back up. That's 1 rep. Do this for 90 seconds. Now, I want to say something about push-ups specifically, because they have a reputation problem. People either feel like they're too basic or too hard, and both of those things cause people to skip them. Let me reframe. The push-up is the single most efficient upper body and core exercise in existence. It trains the chest, shoulders, triceps, serratus anterior, and the entire anterior core simultaneously with zero equipment. Done with full range of motion and genuine muscle engagement, a push-up is harder than most gym machines. And for parents carrying kids, pushing strollers, lifting car seats, reaching overhead to put things on high shelves constantly, upper body strength is not optional. It is practical. If a small child decides to sit on your back during these, do not stop. You've just added a resistance variable, and honestly, congratulations. That's now a weighted push-up, and you're winning. Movement 3, reverse lunge. Alternating. Stand tall, step 1 foot back, not forward, back. Lower your back knee toward the floor, keeping your front shin as vertical as you can manage. Push through your front heel to return to standing. Alternate sides. 90 seconds. Reverse lunges are in this circuit instead of forward lunges for a specific reason. They are dramatically kinder to the front knee. In a forward lunge, momentum and gravity create a shear force across the knee joint as the front leg absorbs the step. In a reverse lunge, you control the movement from the start. The front knee stays more stable, and the glute and hamstring of the front leg do the lion's share of the work. The result is a highly effective single-leg strength exercise with a fraction of the joint stress. For parents who are constantly on one leg, stepping over things, navigating around small humans on the floor, carrying a child on one hip, single-leg strength is the exact physical quality that prevents the lower back niggles and hip tightness that show up after years of asymmetrical loading. This is functional fitness in the most direct sense of that word. If your child wants to hold your hand during this and walk in circles around you, let them. It will make your balance work harder, and the whole thing will be genuinely funny, which is a bonus. Movement 4, glute bridge, loaded with intention. Back on the floor. Knees bent, feet flat, arms at your sides. Breathe in. On the exhale, drive through your heels, squeeze your glutes hard. Really squeeze, like you're trying to crack a walnut, and lift your hips until your body forms a straight line from shoulders to knees. Hold 1 second at the top. Lower slowly, 90 seconds. The glute bridge is in this circuit because parents have notoriously weak underactive glutes, and it is not their fault. Sitting is the default mode of modern parenting. Sitting feeding, sitting at school drop-off, sitting at a desk during nap time, trying to squeeze in work, sitting in the car for the 17 daily trips to various activities. All of that sitting lengthens and neurologically quiets the gluteal muscles through a process called reciprocal inhibition. The hip flexors shorten and take over. The lower back compensates. And suddenly you have the chronic aching lower back that so many parents just accept as normal. It is not normal. It is correctable, and the glute bridge is one of the most direct tools for correcting it. At the top of each rep, hold for a full second and consciously squeeze. That neuromuscular reconnection, waking the glutes back up and reminding them they exist, is where the real therapeutic value lives. If your baby or toddler is nearby, this exercise has the added advantage of happening at their eye level, which they will find fascinating. Expect visitors. Accept them. Movement 5. Standing overhead. Reach with lateral bend. Stand with feet hip-width apart. Reach both arms overhead, interlace your fingers, and lean slowly to the right. You'll feel a long stretch down your left side. Come back to center. Lean to the left. Come back to center. Keep reaching tall throughout. Don't let your arms drop. 90 seconds. Slow and deliberate. I want to be transparent. This movement looks gentle. It is gentle. And it is in this circuit on purpose, right here in the middle, because you need it. Not as a break, as a reset. Parents carry chronic tension in the lateral trunk, the quadratus lumborum, the obliques, and the thoracic spine because they are constantly bending, reaching, twisting, carrying things at weird angles, picking people up from the floor. This movement creates length in all of those structures, improves thoracic mobility, which is directly linked to lower back health, and gives your heart rate a moment to modulate before the final push. It also looks enough like a dance move that any child watching will start doing it with you. Take that as a win. Movement is contagious when it looks joyful. Movement 6. Mountain climbers. Controlled tempo. Hands on the floor, arms straight, body in a straight plank position. From there, drive one knee toward your chest, then switch, alternating legs in a running motion. The key word today is controlled, not the frantic, blurry-legged version you see in boot camps. Slow, deliberate, 2 seconds per leg, maintaining a completely flat back and engaged core throughout. 90 seconds. Mountain climbers at a controlled tempo train something that most people never deliberately practice. Dynamic core stability. That's the ability to keep your spine still and safe while your legs are moving independently. It is exactly the demand placed on your core when you're walking quickly, going upstairs, carrying something heavy on one side, or chasing a child across a playground. It is also a genuine cardiovascular challenge that, this point in the circuit, will tell you in no uncertain terms that 10 minutes of this is not a consolation prize. If this is too challenging on the floor, the modification is hands on a couch or a sturdy low table. Same movement, same cues, reduced core demand. Progress from there as strength builds. Take 60 seconds. Walk around if you can. Shake your hands out. If a child needs something, this is their moment. Drink water. Breathe. Then, and this is important, run through the entire sequence one more time. Same order, same timing. Second round, different mindset. Now that your body knows what's coming, focus on the quality of every rep. Squeeze a little harder. Move a little slower. Breathe a little more deliberately. The first round builds fitness. The second round builds the habit of attention. And that attention is what turns a collection of exercises into a practice. Total time, including your rest, somewhere right around 20 minutes if you do 2 rounds, or 10 minutes sharp if today is truly a 1-round day. Both are correct. Both count. Neither makes you a better or worse parent or person. You moved. That is the whole point. Now, I promised you something at the start. The scheduling shift that busy parents make that doubles workout consistency without adding extra time. Here it is. Stop scheduling workouts for yourself and start attaching them to an existing anchor. What this means practically is this. Most of us try to find time. We look at the calendar, we look for a gap. Then we plan to exercise in the afternoon or after dinner. And then life fills that gap before we ever reach it. Because life always does. The shift is to stop finding time and start borrowing it from something that already happens anyway. After school drop-off. Before the first cup of coffee. During the 10 minutes the kids eat breakfast and don't need you. Right after the baby goes down for a nap. Before you open your laptop. These are anchors. Predictable, recurring moments in your day that already exist. Attaching your workout to an anchor removes the decision-making. You don't ask yourself if you feel like it. The anchor happens. The workout happens. Behavioral research on habit formation calls this implementation intention, and the consistency improvement it produces compared to open-ended, I'll find time planning is not small. In some studies, it's doubled. Using a circuit this short, attached to an anchor this predictable, is how parents actually stay consistent, not through superhuman willpower, but through smart design. Pick your anchor today. Right now, before the video ends, decide, when does this happen? Say it out loud if you need to. Write it down. Tell someone. That moment of commitment is where your fitness actually begins. If this video gave you something, an idea, a plan, a moment of feeling seen as someone who's trying, please share it. Send it to one parent in your life who's been saying they can't find time to work out. Because what they actually haven't found yet is a solution that was designed for their reality. This might be it. Subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment below telling me, what's your anchor going to be? Morning drop-off? Nap time? Right after breakfast? I read every single comment and I want to know. Your answer might be exactly what someone else reading the comments needs to see. I'll see you in the next one. Go be with your kids. You just did the work.